You know, the month of May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. It's a time designed to celebrate and honor Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders here in the United States. But this year's celebrations come in the shadows of violent attacks against the AAPI community. Among the most vocal critics of the violence is actor and Berkeley native Daniel Wu. He's joining us right now to have a little bit more of a discussion on exactly what everyone's been witnessing and folks in the Asian community have been dealing with over the last several months, probably over the last year, of course, ever since the pandemic began. Daniel, thank you so much for joining me. You've really become a voice for the Asian American community, especially here in the Bay Area. Did you feel a responsibility to become that voice?
Yeah, it didn't happen by choice. I didn't want to have to do this, but I just started seeing incident after incident after incident, and it was shocking to me that it was happening in the Bay Area. I was born and raised here. This is a very diverse community, and I know that we are better than this. But the kind of hate, the kind of racism that I was seeing was nothing like I've ever seen in the Bay Area, and so it was starting to bother me a lot. But then the last straw was when I saw Visha Ratanapakdi get pushed down and killed in San Francisco. And that kind of made me really go, this is the last straw. We can't allow this to happen anymore. And that's why I kind of stood up and voiced my concerns.
Well, and I'm curious what kind of feedback you've been getting after you've now spoken out several times.
I mean, I think it's been generally positive. I think that the community understands that this has been a problem for a long time now, and they were happy that finally somebody came out to speak out about this, and then actually started a really big national movement all around the country. And there's lots of people now doing really important work to try and solve these problems. I mean, the problems are very, very deep and widespread, but we are now making motions to sort of solve that problem. And a lot of it has to do with the Asian American identity in general, and the fact that we are often other or seen as perpetual foreigners or even invisible. Our history being erased from American history and the fabric of this culture, or this country. And so we're trying now, there's lots of groups now that you see are trying to reestablish themselves back into the American framework and not be seen as foreigners all the time.
Well, and you mentioned, the Bay Area is so incredibly diverse. It's one of the reasons that I said, okay, yeah, sounds like a place I want to live, right? Because
yes,
it just seems so accepting. Everyone, willing to learn about other people's cultures and that sort of thing. And so when you see things like what we've been witnessing over the last several months, it's very, very upsetting. Do you have any sort of idea or thought as to what it is that actually pushed this type of violence to happen so aggressively over the last several months?
I mean, having looked at it for the past several months now, it's a very complicated issue. Obviously the rhetoric from the 8 years of having Trump in office and being, blatantly racist about calling the coronavirus Kung flu and Chinese flu and all that stuff definitely influenced a lot of the way people thought. But then there was ongoing problems, the poverty gap that's happening here in the Bay Area, but all across the country, mental illness issues, all of that. These are all tied into the bigger picture of why these things are happening. Right now, for me, I really like to focus on mental health and the poverty issue, because these are two issues that are making things very, very bad in the Bay Area in terms of crime and all of that. And if we attack those issues, I think that we can help start to solve some of these problems.
Definitely. I mean, it's crimes of desperation sometimes.
Yes.
I mean, some are definitely just straight attacks, of course, but other of these attacks are happening as people are being robbed on the street, defenseless, obviously, elderly women, elderly men who can't necessarily stick up for themselves in the way a young man or a young woman like myself could. Back in February.
That's the most upsetting part about it, because, these are vulnerable people in our community and they're the ones being attacked. I'm 6'1", 175 pounds. No one's ever said anything or attacked me, so it's very obvious that these people are preying on our vulnerable, and that's what's the most upsetting about it.
Definitely. Back in early February, you and Daniel Dae Kim offered a $25,000 reward for information and going towards a violent attack in Oakland's Chinatown. What compelled you to offer that money?
For me, it was seeing the 91-year-old man being shoved to the ground. My father's 92. And so to see that and just not think of that happening to my father was just so upsetting. And so I had taken a back seat while these things were happening. It started happening in the beginning, like I say, in March of 2020. And I started to be vocal about it, but there was no kind of traction on it at all. So I took a back seat and tried to figure out what else we could do. And then when this incident happened, I reposted it and I was just really upset. And then Daniel Day Kim called me right away and he was upset as well. He's like, hey, bro, let's do something about this. So we put up the reward as a way to get attention to the issue, not necessarily thinking that that was going to lead to catching the person, but really just to bring attention to the issue. And then because the both of us teamed up on it, it really got local attention and then national attention, and then kind of started this whole Stop AAPI hate or Stop Asian hate movement.
And we've seen so many rallies and other just events trying to educate people about the AAPI community. Obviously, this month being AAPI Heritage Month, it's one of those where it's something we are all kind of focusing on a little bit more. But much like Black History Month, I feel like we want to make sure that these types of lessons and the things that we're learning continue on past this month. How do you see yourself involved in continuing that conversation?
Oh, absolutely. I agree that this is not just a moment. We have to make sure that it's not just a moment in time, that this is actually a movement. The door has been pushed open and we need to push through that. And really, I mean, the issue is that racism and hate has gone crazy in this country. And we, as an Asian American community, need to unite with all the other people of color because we're all being oppressed by that system. And so I think the move in the future is then really for all communities of color to be fighting against hate and racism and on all of that stuff together. And it's not just single things, but again, make sure the movement keeps going. We had, George Floyd sparked a huge movement over the summer, and that's still going on. And we need to kind of keep our momentum going, but also work hand in hand with all these groups and not be independent of each other, but really fight oppression together.
We talked a lot about microaggressions last year after the George Floyd incident, and for me, it definitely, made me look introspectively and think, okay, how many instances did someone, treat me in a way where they, there was a microaggression and I just kind of brushed it off and walked away and didn't really say anything to let them know that that was wrong. Have you gone back and retrospectively looked into the different ways that you've been treated and recognized, maybe I should have spoken up a few times before?
Yeah, I mean, I think this period really made a lot of us reflect on what's happened to us in our lives. And, the thing about microaggressions is they're so small that they're almost unperceived or undetected at first, but it really works on your subconscious. So, like, for example, I remember when I turned 18, I was so excited to go vote. And I was walking into the voting office and there was a volunteer there, an older white woman who stopped me and she goes, "You can't vote." And I go, "Why not?" And she goes, "You have to be a U.S. citizen." So just based on what I look like, she just assumed that I wasn't a U.S. citizen and I couldn't vote. And at the time I brushed it off, but these things build up over time and these little things become like, you make a mountain out of a molehill. That's what it becomes. And it really affects the way you function in society. So you always have this filter about what other people think of you. Or, don't make a scene when someone says something like that. Now we know that we have to correct people, because if you allow these things to keep going on like this, then it's the misunderstanding, the bad miscommunications, and the prejudice and racism continue. So you kind of have to stop it now. And Asians have always been in this kind of middle ground where even back in the 40s and 50s, we were not necessarily seen as people of color. Like my parents came here in the 60s. When my mom went to the colored bathroom, she was told to go to the whites bathroom. So we've always been bounced around in between. But we really need to establish our own identity and stop these kinds of microaggressions that happen to us over time and really establish our own identity. I think that's the most important thing now.
Well, and I think, it's very important for you to continue speaking at public events and marching and rallies and showing that you definitely want to see some change in this. How else have you been kind of getting the word out and advocating to stop Asian hate?
Well, I think now it's like working on long-term issues. I think the short term is very hard because we also have a very progressive justice system and we're trying to end mass incarceration. So I think, jail is not necessarily the answer for all of these cases. And a lot of the cases, there's mental health issues, there's, poverty issues, there's transitional issues. And so that we need to really create a whole system that helps end mass incarceration, but also helps these people transition back into society and prevent them from doing violent crimes again. And I think that's what I've seen recently is that we have the notion to start doing that, but the system isn't fully in place yet. So we need to work on counseling. We need to work on, mental health stuff. Like in the past 10 years, mental health issues have been brushed to the side. And that's why we're having, crime and homelessness and all these things in the state, especially. And so I think we need to work on those things to help fix the greater picture.
Definitely. In the wake of it all, of course, you are an actor. We see you on the big screen, on the small screen. Can you talk to me just a little bit about where you think Asian American representation in Hollywood and mainstream media stands right now, and where you would like to see some change potentially?
I think it's at an inflection point right now, and I think things are changing for the better. With films like Crazy Rich Asians and then Minari getting critical acclaim as well as other films. I think we're seeing a change now. We're seeing Hollywood take on other projects of people of color and realizing that the fabric of this country is not just white. It's multicultural, it's multicolored, and that all of our stories take place in America. They kind of all relate to us, no matter what race they're coming from. So I see now that there's a change in that direction. Storytelling has changed. But prior to the past few years, there was no change at all. I mean, I left probably 2 years after the Joy Luck Club came out. That was kind of the big Asian American movie. And then I went to Hong Kong and worked for 20 years there. I did almost 60 films on my own. I came back here a year before Crazy Rich Asians came out, and there was nothing in between, literally nothing in between. And so, during that time, from the 80s and 90s up into the early 2000s, there really hasn't been much change. But now we're seeing it. I think people now in power, the executives, the studio heads, and all that are a different generation now. They're younger people that grew up in more diverse environments and realize that it's important to tell stories from other cultures and other types of people in this country to represent this country fully.
Well, and I know that, my mom has always said, if you want a story that looks like you to be out in the media, you have to be active in pushing for it yourself, and you seem to be doing that.
Yeah, and it's encouraging because I'm also seeing now like Asian American production companies start up now, which was not happening 5 years ago. And it's really important that they understand that this is important for our future and the next generation.
What does Asian Pacific Heritage Month mean to you, Daniel?
Well, honestly speaking, in the past, it was just this kind of token month where, different cultures kind of came out and represented their thing. But this year takes on a special feeling for me, because I think with all this violence and attacks that have been happening on our community has united and galvanized unlike before, because although we've been treated like a monolith, we're a very complex culture. Asian American community there's so many different languages, so many different races, so many different people from different countries, and there wasn't a unified Asian American community. But because of these attacks, I've seen the community come together and unite and stand up together. And so this month feels really special because it really feels like we're sharing and celebrating each other's individual cultures within the Asian American community. So this year really feels really special and great.
Definitely. Daniel, thank you so much for talking with us, and please continue doing what you're doing, because I do think it is making a difference. It's giving more eyeballs to this, issue that we've been dealing with, and educating more people on, Asian communities and their culture, and how beautiful it really is, and how much more beautiful our world can be if we all just kind of come together and stop hating each other for no reason. So I really appreciate all the work that you're doing, of course, and want to commend you and push you to keep doing it.
Thank you so much. You hit the nail on the head there. We just had a little more empathy for each other. Yes. Whatever your politics, whatever your race, whatever your color, this country would be in a really good position. But because of all the division, we are where we are now. So let's try and have empathy and love and respect for each other.
100%. Daniel, great to talk with you.
Thank you so much.
You're watching Chronon. We're going to have more news after the break.